Roman Reigns is known as the Tribal Chief, but can he conquer a new world? I'm moving him to Raw's World Heavyweight Championship division for 1 year. Will he claim the title or fail? Find out in WWE 2K24. Roman Reigns is back on Monday Night Raw, and there's only one thing on his mind: the World Heavyweight Championship. But the road to the top is made with some fierce superstars: Drew McIntyre, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, and even his cousin, Jey Uso. His first challenge on Raw is a brutal last man standing match against the former world champion Drew McIntyre. This is not just a wrestling match, it's a war. Drew hits Roman with his devastating Future Shock DDT, but Roman refuses to stay down. With a burst of adrenaline, he delivers a Superman punch, finally keeping Drew down for the count of 10. Roman knows this is just the first step. The next major event, Backlash, brings him face to face with the current World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. The match is tense, with momentum shifting back and forth. Rollins catches Roman off guard with a surprise frog splash, nearly sealing the deal. But Roman, the powerhouse, kicks out. Just when Rollins thinks he has in the bag, Roman strikes with a clothesline, followed by his spear to become the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. Just as Roman tends to do, he takes a long break after winning the title. When he finally returns 2 months later, an unsuspecting Sami Zayn becomes his first victim. Before the match starts, Roman unleashes a surprise attack, injuring Sami and giving himself a massive advantage. He uses underhanded tactics, interferes in Sami's matches, and constantly taunts him. However, Sami is a fighter, and he finally gets his revenge by attacking Roman before his match, setting up Seth Rollins for an easy victory. The stage is set for SummerSlam, where Roman defends his title against Sami in a no-holds-barred match. It's a chaotic match with many weapons. In the end, Roman hits the spear on the chair to Sami, securing his victory and keeping his championship. Roman had a very long day on Raw. First, Sami Zayn ambushes him, wanting payback. Then, Seth Rollins shows up, cashing in his Money in the Bank contract for an immediate title match. Weakened and exhausted, Roman can't stop Rollins' momentum, but he refuses to lose. He gets Rollins counted out, a cunning way to retain his title despite the odds. The very next week, Sami attacks him again, but Roman survives and defeats his opponent. The rivalry goes into the payback event. Roman and Sami battle with everything they have in a regular one-on-one match. Sami throws everything at Roman, but finally, the Tribal Chief executes a guillotine, forcing Sami to pass out. He faces Seth Rollins again the next week, and once again, has a count-out victory to stay the champion. After another break, Roman returns only to find himself forced into an unlikely alliance with Sami Zayn. Somehow, against all odds, they manage to work together. For a while. The next week, Roman faces the returning Andrade. Shockingly, he loses. Sami finds his moment, lowering a steel cage and launches a vicious attack on Roman Reigns. Sami's revenge is sweet but short-lived. A couple of weeks later, Roman retaliates, proving just how dangerous he can be. Their rivalry comes to an end inside Hell in a Cell at Crown Jewel. The fight breaks out of the cage and goes on the roof. Sami sends Roman crashing through the cell, ending it with a Luva kick and a long-awaited pinfall. Sami Zayn snatches the World Heavyweight Championship from Roman Reigns, ending their 3-month-long battle. He's been gone, but not forgotten. Roman Reigns is back. Entering the Rumble, he dominates the competition, but Sheamus eventually managed to eliminate him. However, this is only the beginning of Roman's rise back to the top. The road to WrestleMania has begun. He defeats opponent after opponent, including a huge non-title victory over the current champion, Jey Uso. The climax has been reached in the Elimination Chamber match. Roman must conquer 5 other superstars to reclaim the World Heavyweight Championship. Jey Uso, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre bring their A-game. It's an all-out war. Bodies collide, alliances form and crumble, and the chamber becomes a weapon itself. Jey Uso got eliminated first by Cody, so that meant we were guaranteed a new World Heavyweight Champion. Seth eliminated Finn with the stomp, followed by Roman hitting a spear out of nowhere on Drew to eliminate him. Then it was the final 3, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes. Each one hit their best moves on each other, with each one kicking out. Eventually, Cody hits the crossroads on Seth to eliminate him. Then it came down to the final 2, Roman and Cody. Unbroken, Roman spears Cody for the final pin, becoming the World Heavyweight Champion once again. 1 year after he came to Raw, Roman Reigns stands as champion, heading towards the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. His opponent, Seth Rollins, the man he snatched the title from, the man who ignited this journey a year ago. This time, there is no escape. Just 2 former members of the Shield and a years-long rivalry coming to an end. They trade shots, with each move hitting harder than the last. In the end, with a final spear, Roman Reigns pins Seth Rollins and retains his World Heavyweight Championship at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. So, was Roman Reigns able to take over the World Heavyweight Championship division on Raw in 1 year? It is safe to say that the answer was yes.